listening to On One Radio, the talk show podcast station, bringing you the underground. A space for artists of all kinds to showcase their creativity, excitement, challenges, achievement, and love for the arts their way. Welcome, I am your host, Tony Williams. Welcome. Thank you for tuning in. You are listening to On One Radio, the talk show podcast station, bringing you the underground, the space for underground artists to come and let their hair down and give interviews, and we talk about music and everything. And well, this evening we're doing this in the storm. How about that? You know, that's how life works. So we're doing it in the storm. So if there are any mishaps, my apologies ahead of time. But the show must try and continue to go on. Hopefully no power outages. But okay, and welcome all the new listeners and all of my day ones. I hope you guys had a great Easter. Everybody, you know, got to socialize a little bit safely, had some good food, give, you know, God his time, you know, the whole thing. We are talking tonight about music. What is music? What is music to you? It could be any number of genres. And specifically, we celebrate underground music, artists, and everyone who are music lovers. It's how we keep this thing going. Supporting each other, buying music, showing love, sharing music. It's good for the soul. And it's good for the world. So tonight we're going to talk a little bit about the beginning, for one. When it comes to underground music, you wonder, okay, what exactly is it for some who don't know? Well, try to synthesize from the record player to the 8 tracks to the boom box, from the cassette tape to the Walkman, turned into CDs and beyond. We have so many things to listen to music on, and that's kind of some of the places we started and came through with it, and that's how we listen to our music, even underground music, especially cassette tapes. I don't know about you all, but back in the day, I had tons of cassette tapes where I was recording music left and right from the radio. No, we weren't supposed to do that as kids, but we wanted that music. Especially the music that didn't even hit radio. If you found somebody or knew somebody with the music, you wanted them to make you a tape. That's just how that went. It's basically for the love of music. No matter what type of music it is, hip-hop, R&B, jazz, I mean, the list goes on. Now, it changes and grows over the years. So the term underground, that usually means artists that are not, you know, corporately sponsored, in a traditional sense. And they don't generally, you know, want to be. They want to keep all that extra freedom and everything that goes with it. Well, one of the alternative usages of the term underground is about something that is illegal or so controversial that it would be dangerous to be publicized. Or just maybe it's so offensive that it will never be mainstream. Some artists actually use this as a badge of pride. And hell, how can you not? It's music. It's what moves you. For some, it's what wakes us up in the morning. For others, it's when we're about to lay down and make a child. Or whatever the case may be, you might just want to lounge back and listen to some music, but for some reason, that underground music really, in my opinion, honestly, seems to be the best. because it's not watered down. It's fresh. It's bold. They take it to new heights, and that's pretty much why you end up becoming loyal fans of underground music, its artists, and the whole scene. Now, it started around the 60s, and the term underground acquired a new meaning in that it referred to supporters and participants of the so-called counterculture. Of course, as I stated before, the people who did not normally conform to mainstream of popular, human experience. And back then, that was kind of referring to, like the hippie movement sort of deal. But it still holds true to music. Now, the early genres or mood include 60s psychedelic music. The 70s era brought with its punk rock. The early 90s, the early 80s started bringing some hip hop. I'd say between the 70s through the 2000s, that's when hip hop really took off. And in the 90s, it was more so R&B, like the underground R&B. It tends to oftentimes be more underground rap, hip hop that's typically underground. So I've heard this question. I was asked this question, so I'm asking you all. So where did underground music first start? Like, there's so many people out there with so many different answers. So it's basically depending upon who you ask, their age, and where they're from, makes for a different answer each time. I mean, some of the answers or theories are it came from Memphis, New York, Texas, Louisiana, Florida, California, Atlanta. I mean, the list goes on. So where do you think underground music first started? Now, me answering this question, I'm going to say Texas. I don't know. I got to say Texas. That's what I'm feeling. And like I stated before, the answer is dependent on who you ask. Because a lot of times people pick where they're from. It tends to happen that way. Unless you're just that individual that likes, a lot of stuff from somewhere else, more so than where you're from. But for the most of us, it's kind of where we're from. That kind of sets the foundation really on us feeling like we know where exactly underground music started. Now, music does a whole lot of different things for different people, whether it's something that saved the lives of artists themselves, and so they ended up totally bonding with music, the whole craft. They're in love with it. And how can you not be? The songs we use when we want to have our traditional ceremonies. We use song to teach our children to sing, to count, ABCs. Music it has embodied us. It's everywhere we look, television, and everywhere else. So it's natural that music is one of those go-to make you feel better, change your mood, make you feel better. Or if it's you and your girls and you're getting ready to go out on a Friday night, you're jamming, you and your girls, you're at one of your homegirls' house or everybody at your house, and you're getting ready to go out, you're getting dressed together and all that. You're jamming to something. What are you jamming to? It's that vibe that music gives you. Or for the fellas who go out on Saturday mornings to go to the car wash, and wash their ride, vacuum it out. They're listening to something. What are they listening to? It's all music. Or if you're that stay-at-home mom and you listen to music to clean up, to cook, some listen to it while they garden. It moves you. It keeps you going. It helps a lot of people get through their day. Some people wake up listening to meditation music. It's music. So underground music is one of those staples that I think it's safe to say that's going to always be around, and it's going to always evolve. Now, when it comes to underground music, as far as artists, past artists, I'd have to say, I'd weigh in with saying I like Scarface, 8Ball and MJG. Of course, my boy Slick Rick. Yes, I'm that chick. Tech N9ne, Tum Tum, Devin the Dude. Like, I could go on with the list, but for me, I would have to say that's my groove right there. A lot of music, day in and day out, and it's the underground music that tends to stir your soul a little bit better, no matter which direction it stirs it in. But it hits just right. And we always want to hope that all the artists that come through and come along and who are stepping out into that field or that arena when it comes to music, you are supported. You got that gift, go for it. Underground has been there, it's going to be there. And it doesn't matter where you're from or where you feel like it started or where it took off or whatever the case may be. Underground music is what that is. And when it comes to who's coming up next to be the next crew of underground artists that come through, it could be anybody. Even you. Support. Continually to support all these underground artists. And y'all know what I mean when I say these underground artists. I ain't trying to step on nobody's toes when I say this, but that dude that got them in his trunk, that underground. Go get him. At the car wash, the barbershop. Y'all know where y'all go get y'all underground music from. Hit them up. Go get the music. Jam. Enjoy it. Enjoy it. Now, I was wondering, would I do a top underground artist list? I've had several artists come through and do interviews on One Radio, and they were really good. So, in support of those artists, here is On One Radio's top underground artist list. Pharaoh Biggs 3 times, Trip Trav, Young Promise, Kenjamin Franklin, Chalk Doll, Vino So Cold, Big General, and YN3. You guys and girls, y'all rock. Y'all are kings and queens. Keep doing what you're doing. You have fans. They are loving you. Keep loving the music. Keep crafting. And I can't wait till this summer. It's summertime, so it's going to be a lot popping up. I know it's going to be some concerts, some picnics, and it's going to be a lot of things going on this summer. So if you guys that are listening, you know somebody that deserve to be on the artist highlights, definitely hit up On One Radio. Definitely. So these artists can be heard, they can get out there, and also, just for this reason, congratulations goes out to YN3. He's about to drop another a CD. So congratulations to him. It's You gotta go get it. If you have not heard it, YN3, go get it. Also, congratulations to Pharaoh Biggs and everybody that's doing their thing. Music is a powerful force in human society. And listening to certain music has been shown to improve mood, increase productivity, and even encourage intellectual growth. While music education can have an even greater effect. Spread the love for music, keep music going, keep producing, keep writing, keep singing, keep rhyming. Whatever it is you do in your style, keep it up, keep moving forward. You've got this in On One Radio. The Underground will definitely be listening for new artists so I can introduce everybody to some new good music. So it's storming and it looks to be getting really bad. So if you were not able to get through for this show, send an email on oneradiotalk@gmail.com, and we can talk about it and arrange something where we can talk about this. If you're listening on YouTube, do me a favor in the comments below. Comment who your favorite from past and present underground artists are. And if you follow me on social media, do the same there as well. Comment, like, share as usual. And till next time, keep loving the good vibes of music. Music is a force that will forever, I believe, change and grow. And as long as it is, the underground will be on top of it. So shout out to everyone that's listening, my day ones. Oh, shout out to Yo, Travis Spade. A shout out goes to Hoover Promotions, OG Big J, Chava Foreign Mommy, and all my YouTube family over there. SP News Nuggets, Injustice Investigations, Richard Ogbu, and all of my own ones, day ones. Y'all be good. Listen to some music and get your groove on today. You have been listening to On One Radio, the talk show podcast station. Presenting to you the Underground, giving you the latest underground artist interviews, highlights, events, and performances. On One Radio and the Underground can be found on Facebook, YouTube,